Meeting people where they are to help provide preventative health services and make sure that they have the resources that they need to be healthy. That's the mission of the Black Family Wellness Expo. Joining me now is Dr. Destiny Simone Ramjohn. Good to see you.
Such a pleasure to be here, Jason.
I think that we know what our collective problem can be sometimes. We take a very wait and see approach. We wait till it gets bad and then we call the doctor.
That's right.
All wrong.
Yes, yes. Jason, you know, the best hospital visit is the one that you never have to make.
Right.
As I walked into the studio this morning, I was greeted with a welcoming spirit. I want to thank you. I want to thank Rachel. I want to thank Jerome. When I think of that welcoming spirit that the WBAL family provided me with, that's exactly what your audience is going to experience at the Black Family Wellness Expo. Jason, do me a favor, close your eyes.
Okay.
When was the last time you felt both happy and healthy at the same time?
Ooh. It may have been a minute.
Okay. Well, guess what?
What's that?
That is exactly what we want individuals, everyone in your audience, to feel on Saturday, March 21st. The Black Family Wellness Expo is about being happy and healthy at the same time and not waiting until you need a doctor to feel that joy and health.
Listen, I'm guilty of it. As you asked that question, I was like, man, I was coughing last week. I had a headache the week before.
Yes.
And I think that we let it linger, and I think the thing we hear in our head is, it's not that bad, you know. I'm relatively healthy. I was on the Peloton the other day.
Exactly.
And I think that we don't do what we do for our cars.
That's right. That's right. Which is that what?
That preventative maintenance. Yeah.
You said it. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so much of your health happens actually outside of your doctor's office. Public health sociologists like me say 80% of what contributes to your health happens in the places where you live, where you work, where you play, and where you pray. And so the expo is both clinical and social in nature. We're going to have your doctors, like physicians from Johns Hopkins University, as well as CareFirst Blue Cross Blue Shield, but we're also going to have those upstream determinants, organizations like Claypots, who are going to say, let me help you with your resume writing. Let me help you prepare for a job interview. So this is about joy, this is about dignity, this is about health and happiness, and the full continuum. We're even going to do a yoga class.
Oh man!
Yes.
So this, to be clear, the well-being goes beyond the doctor's office. As far as this is a holistic, whole body thing.
You got it. This is about health and happiness. So all of the things that create that, not just at the individual level, but also at the community level. There's a saying that says your zip code is a better predictor of your health than your genetic code. So think about it at the community level. Faith-based organizations, they'll be there and doing prayer with individuals who need pastoral care.
Sure.
Think about your mental health. We'll have Roberta's House, one of our lead partners, who is going to be doing mental health workshops and grief counseling. So all of the other wellness, we'll even have a line dance with fans. And so look, that joy, we want that on Saturday, March 21st at Mondawmin Mall.
Tell me about, I have teenagers at home.
Okay.
Tell me about convincing young people that they are part of this movement, because I think they might be a hard group to reel in.
Absolutely. As I think about what creates young people's joy, right? So much of this is on their devices.
Yeah.
And so we'll have safety workshops on how to protect yourself against bullying and other elements that you might experience on the internet. We're also going to have a partner in Total Healthcare. They're going to be doing steps and giving out free pedometers.
Nice.
And really, I know what motivated me as a kid: cold, hard cash.
Hey, now you're talking.
So we will have $50 gift card raffles raffled off every hour, and that will be open to all members of the community, but especially those young people.
Tell me about who should lead the charge at home. So you can't have a wellness expo every day. Eventually people go home and you want them, just like a personal trainer, you want them to continue what they've learned. So tell me about leading the charge from the living room.
You know, I think it starts, most of your viewers are at home. Hopefully they're feeling really cozy. It starts from within, right? As we look inside, we know that we want to feel empowered. We want to know that we want to lead with dignity and with reverence.
Yeah.
And we want to lead long and healthy lives, not just long lives, but happy lives.
Yeah.
And so this is about empowerment. So what we hope is that even if you don't feel that way today, after you leave the Wellness Expo, you'll have better questions to ask your doctor. You'll have the resources to learn more about, for example, can you point out where your kidneys are on the body?
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Well, guess what? I didn't know before taking the Vantip training, they're actually right here.
Yeah, I only knew from boxing.
Exactly. I won't hit you there, right? But as we think about how we lead from the living room. This really is about having the knowledge, the information, and the empowerment resources to know where to ask the right questions, and really to know who to ask them of. Maybe it's not a doctor, maybe it's your pastor, maybe it's a local nurse or a community health navigator. There are a lot of actors in the community health ecosystem, and they're all going to be on one roof.
Okay, we have about 30 seconds left.
Okay.
Tell me, where should people go? What should they know? Is there a website they can check out?
Yes, everyone deserves to live a long, happy, and empowered life. Saturday, March 21st at Mondawmin Mall, the Village at Mondawmin, 3201 Tioga Parkway, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come, bring the whole family, especially the kids.
Right, I love it. Dr. Ramjohn,
Thank you so much for having me, Jason.